What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It is Hart DFS. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Hart. I make daily NBA prize pick videos as well as daily NBA slate breakdowns on DraftKings. So a lot of good content for you guys to enjoy on my channel. So definitely leave a like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. I do appreciate all your guys' support. Let's try to get 25 likes on this video today. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, Hart DFS. I'm putting up my extra prize pick plays, my DFS core for DraftKings, which has been pretty decent the whole playoffs. As you can see last night, Tyus Jones, Grant Williams, Tatum, Giannis. Obviously, Grant Williams didn't have a good game, but Tyus went for 38, Tatum went for 55, Giannis went for like 62. So the cores have been, pretty good the whole playoffs. Definitely make sure to follow me on Twitter if you're a DraftKings DFS player for the NBA, or just want to talk basketball in general, or prize picks. So answer any questions like that on my Twitter, follow me there. And let's get into the picks for today. Oh, sorry, I forgot. We've been on an okay streak for prize picks. We were 6 out of 9 the past few days heading into last night's game. Where is my picks? Sorry. Oh, here they are. One with Portis over PRA, Smart over PRA, Tyus over assists, and Horford over PRA. Smart smashed his, Horford smashed his. Bobby Portis, I just want to rant for one quick second. You're going to play Brook Lopez, I think, close to 30 minutes and allow Al Horford to have like a Hall of Fame playoff career best, like almost career best game. Like, why? Why are you playing Brook Lopez? That dude is the most unathletic, slowest big I've ever seen in my life. He can't stay with Horford. He can't switch off on screens to other guys. And you're just going to sit there and watch Horford just dominate the fourth quarter. Really don't get it. Bobby came in, had a great first quarter, had like 9 points, rebounds, and assists. Wasn't shooting the ball too well at all. And then he really didn't get any minutes in the second half. Kind of talked about it, right here. Just terrible coaching by Coach Bud. They really blew that game. Watching Horford just drop a career high on, I don't think it was a career high, but it was pretty close. Maybe it was a playoff career high on Lopez. It was just super frustrating. And then Tyus, he was the whole team. That team was terrible, especially that fourth quarter. Horrendous coaching. I don't understand the offense. How are people not talking about more how the Grizzlies ran the worst offense I think I've ever seen in basketball in that fourth quarter. And Tyus was pretty much the only one having to score, do anything on that team. And it just didn't work out because then they just started force feeding Triple J and he wasn't doing anything. So it's pretty hard for Tyus to get his usual amount of assists or the over when he's just throwing it to guys like Bane and Brooks who just throw out bricks. Those dudes, I think, combined for 17 points total. Just horrendous. He really got screwed there. So 2 out of 4 isn't terrible, but obviously not going to win you a ton of money. But that's why I like to save for my picks. Definitely, take the ones you do like and play them. I'm not saying these are, a whole betting slip that are going to do great. Obviously, the picks have done decent over the past week. And since I started making these videos, I think I've done at least 60% or better on my picks, which has been great. So I do expect to get back on the hot streak today. The first pick I have, sorry about that rant, but now for the first pick I have, DeAndre Ayton. I'm going back to the well here. Obviously, you guys don't have to follow me into the dark pits of hell when it comes to these Sun player and their props. Dayton screwed me so many times. Chris Paul, don't even want to talk to him, but once again, I'm going back to the well with him. So I advise you, if you guys don't want to go there, you don't have to. I am, for some reason, I like pain, love getting burned, so might as well, keep burning my money on these Suns players. But DeAndre Ayton going back 16.5 points. Let's pull him up real fast. Oh, this is PRA points. Obviously, the past 3 games he hasn't gotten there. Why? Mostly because of Chris Paul. It's pretty much been on Chris Paul's fault for them losing these games. 16 and 14 the past 2 games. Minutes are there, shot attempts are there. It's just they haven't been utilizing him at all. He's a little foul prone, so he can lose some minutes to foul trouble. But he's been seeing 12 shots per game, if not more. And when he gets more, he does well. Why? Because he's scoring and he's involved. Past 2 games, Chris Paul has been playing some of the worst basketball ever for a point guard. And so DeAndre Ayton really hasn't been involved in the pick and roll much with him. They're kind of just letting Devin Booker run the whole team. And so DeAndre Ayton's kind of just been, there, not doing much, getting 16 points, 14 points. I just expect with this game back in Phoenix for the Suns to turn it around. Expecting a huge bounce back game for Chris Paul. And what does that mean? More pick and rolls for DeAndre Ayton. If Chris Paul catches fire on the mid-range jumper, his bread and butter, it's going to lead to more, double teams, people helping off, DeAndre Ayton being open down low. Really expect them to take advantage of the bigs of the Dallas Mavericks side. They can't guard them, so really think DeAndre Ayton needs to step up here. Same with Chris Paul, and that's why I'm going to them for today. So I like his over. Like his over projected 6.5 points. The next one I have is an under, guys. Surprising. I think this is the first one I've done since I started making these videos. The first under. But we're going to go under on Joel Embiid's assist. The reason why is when I throw the ball into Embiid, he's 99% of the time looking to score, not looking to pass it at all. Let's look at potential assists per game for the playoffs. We'll pull up Embiid, Sixers. Or we could just pull up let's just pull up the past 2 games. As you can see, the 2 games Joel Embiid has played in, only 4 potential assists per game. The league average is hitting 50% of your potential assists, so that'd be 2 for Joel Embiid. His line's at 2.5. I think it's just a little too high. As you can see, the past 3 games hasn't gotten there. When you throw the ball into Embiid, you're most likely expecting him to score or get fouled. He's really not looking to pass it out to a guy to shoot it. So really like the under on Embiid's assists today. Like Chris Paul's over projected points, rebounds, and assists. Once again, I kind of mentioned it with DeAndre Ayton. Really expecting a huge bounce back game for Chris Paul today at home. Does well at home. Past 2 games has been one of, probably the 2 worst games, back-to-back games of his career. 26 fantasy points, 7 turnovers, horrendous. They were pretty much blown out the whole game. Next game, he follows it up with 23 minutes, fouls out, 5, 7, and 5. So really, really like this bounce back spot for Chris Paul today. I don't mind if you want to get to his, over on assists. Where is it? 8.5. He's averaging almost 11 on the season. Hasn't gotten there the past 5, obviously because he's been doing so bad, horrendous, but really like this bounce back spot. The PRA for him has been the lowest I think it's been all season, and I do expect him to get there pretty easily. So once again, if you guys don't want to go back to these Suns players, I understand, but I just think it's one of those things where their lines are almost coming too low. Obviously, Ayton's points have kind of been the same, but if Chris Paul is doing very well, it means a lot of assists are most likely happening. So that means guys like Ayton are going to step up, and guys like Cam Johnson, who I'm pairing with Chris Paul. Points, rebounds, and assists for Cam Johnson, 13.5. It's just a tad bit low. The reason why, his minutes are pretty secure right now. As we saw last game, 30. Obviously, Chris Paul got hurt, so I think they kind of slid Cam Johnson into the starting 5 for the rest of the game. But even when he's playing bad in foul trouble, 16 minutes, 17, but his average is about 25-ish minutes. And as you can see, even if he's not shooting the ball well, 6 points, he still gets you rebounds and assists, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, almost gets you to that mark, even when he's shooting terrible, 1 of 4, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 17, 5 and 1. So his average is 12, 4 and 2 almost. So I just think it's a little too low. They're going to rely on the shooting. And once again, if Chris Paul is playing well, which I do expect him to play well today, he's most likely going to get, 8, 9, 10 plus assists. Going to be looking to guys like Cam Johnson, DeAndre Ayton. So I really like their overs. I think Cam Johnson's over points is 9, which has been pretty safe, but I just feel a little bit safer, with the rebounds and assists because he does get a few of those a game. So he can go out and get you 7 or 8 points, not hit his point total, but still get you there with the PRA. So that's why I like going there. These are my 4 plays for today. If you want a 5th one that's slightly risky, it's Devin Booker's under on assists. Obviously, he's had games with Chris Paul where he does hit that over assist mark. But the past two, he's pretty much gotten there because he's had to take more of the ball handling duty just due to Chris Paul being horrendous and fouling out the last game. So if you want to get risky, you can go with the under on his assists. Once again, do expect him to play well, so maybe he hits the over. But going with these 4 picks as of right now and pretty much for today, really like Embiid's under on assists, really like Paul's over on PRA, Cam Johnson's over on PRA, and DeAndre Ayton's over on points. Once again, I pray to God that I don't get burned by the Suns. It's going to be like the 10th time in these playoffs. When will I learn? Probably never. Love pain. But really expecting a nice bounce back day today for DFS and PrizePicks. Once again, we've been doing pretty well on PrizePicks since I started making these videos. So looking to get back. I want to get back to the 4 out of 4s and 5 out of 5s. I think we can finally get it today if the Suns cooperate. So hopefully that happens. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe. Hit that notification bell, follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you guys later today on my Twitter to answer any questions, talk NBA, stuff like that. So thank you guys. Peace.